welcome here to the first ever Bobcat Buzz. You'll be seeing us every single month from Bryant Stratton College here in Syracuse, New York, for the Bobcats. And the Bobcat Buzz is our way of getting coaches, student athletes, and staff to you in very special, exclusive opportunities to get to know our community members. So, with that being said, our roundtable discussion is our inaugural episode, and I'm going to let these gentlemen introduce themselves for you, and we'll start all the way down here with Clay.
How's it going? I'm Clay Gagen-Sherman. I'm the women's basketball coach here at Bryant Stratton College. We started basketball in 2019, so this is my third season with the program. We're kind of at the mid-season point right now. Everything's going really well. We're 8-3, coming off a tough loss last night versus SUNY Canton, but definitely like where the team's at, and just ready for that next one. Saturday we play Bryant Stratton Albany at home, so getting ready for that game and super excited to be partnering with Dan and getting this thing going.
Absolutely. So I'm Shawn Peake. I'm the men's baseball coach here. We're a brand new program. We'll be starting up next season. Right now it's just getting recruits in here and just getting the word out on Dan's show.
Hi, I'm Alex Grigorita. I'm the women's soccer coach here at Bryant Stratton. I've been with the college for about 10 years or so, and looking forward to have some fun.
Hi, I'm Nick Dimitrievski, the athletic director, head men's soccer coach. I've been here 24 years. We've won several national championships, and I'm excited about athletics in the future.
And I'm Dan Frisina. I'm the head men's basketball coach. I've been here for 5 years. We've had 4 years of competition, coming off a strong COVID season last year where we were able to play 11 games. Currently we are 8-6 and ranked 7th in the nation, and looking to build on that tomorrow in our game against Villa Maria at home.
And so, Danny, I'm going to stay with you here. Being able to start this program, just what it meant to you to be the face of it and to really build what it was supposed to look like, in your opinion, what you wanted it to be. I mean, a first head coach of any program, that's only one person can say that in history, and I know that when we talked about it in the beginning, it meant a lot to you.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique position I was put in. First time head coach of a brand new program. I had coached at a couple different spots as an assistant, but being able to be the first of a program, kind of being able to make it the way I wanted to make it. Obviously, we took our lumps the first couple of years just trying to build the program, but I think we've gotten it to a place now where we're able to compete game in and game out.
And Nick, you talk about the amount of time that you've spent here and the national championships that you have won, just what it means to you to be able to bring that here to Central and Upstate New York, to not be locally good, regionally good, but nationally, to make sure that Bryant Stratton's name is out there, and you've been able to have so much hardware. We had to clear the desk here because it's always out there.
Yeah, when I first got the job, I was so excited, and I worked so hard, 18-hour days, I knew I was going to create the best program I had. And these gentlemen here, we hired because they're like-minded individuals. We got a terrific coaching crew here. I'm so excited to have them to be a part of this. As coaches, you got egos, and I have one too, and I just always wanted to bring the best soccer program forward. So we've launched back 24 years ago, we launched a local, statewide, national, international recruiting plan. And, right from the beginning, we've got some big-time players, including Shawn Joseph, who was an 8-time MLS All-Star, one of the highest paid players. And that has just really transcended us throughout the years. And we've won back-to-back national championships, so I'm pretty excited about that opportunity and our success.
How do you stay humble amongst all this? Like you said, there's an ego, you want to win all the time, you want to get the best recruits in here. How do you stay humble and how do you stay focused when you are a back-to-back champion?
There's always somebody coming out after you, Staying humble. You got to just really set your expectations, set your goals, what you're trying to do. And at the end of the day, it's academia. You got to, you do a really good job of getting the kid from A to Z and graduating, and that's what it's about. So, I get excited every year to do that. I mean, I still stay in touch with my kids that I had it from the very first year, and that's, now they're older, they got kids, and they're trying to send them here, that type of stuff, so I'm just proud of the success.
Alex, you now know what it's like to add hardware yourself. You are coming off of your championship and nationally making such an incredible spotlight, putting an incredible spotlight on Bryant Stratton. What can you say about what you've done with women's soccer here and building off of that success?
Just to kind of follow up what Nick said, for us, this is more than just a job. For us, it's a life passion, it's definitely something that we enjoy doing, and I think that's what comes, first in mind, to all of us, because we truly care about our kids, our students, our teams, our programs, and about the college. For us, Bryant Stratton gave us an opportunity, to be successful and to be coaches, and do what we like to do, and we definitely go above and beyond to do what we know well, and for me, like I said, it's just a result, of first of all, trust that I received from Bryant Stratton College and Nick about 10 years ago, coming as a young coach, not knowing much about recruiting or overall college athletics, but they gave me a chance, they believe in me, they have trust, and, they gave me this program that, Alex, do what you want to do, do your best, and Nick always says the sky is the limit, and for me it was just a matter of proving to myself, working hard and being involved, engaged 24 hours in this, and this last year winning the national title, I truly believe is just, at the same time, it's a nice benchmark, but it's only the first step, that we like to do it again and again and again, and Nick always raises the bar for all of us, pretty high, so we just want to make sure we're coming right behind, so it's definitely an exciting moment, and we look forward to keep going, and to not only win trophies and bring more hardware, but having more successful students, have more professionals and people that go in the field, and they have the background from Bryant Stratton College, and speak highly about us, and we speak highly about you. Adding more sports as well, that's definitely so. When we have maybe 5 years from now, we have coaches all over around, and our table becomes even larger.
Is there a playful competition between you and Nick?
There is not. Believe it or not.
He steals my plays. That's the problem.
So he's got certain things that I'm not allowed to use, and it's very, very hard because we literally spent hours in this office talking about systems of play, tactics and stuff like that. But I know for sure there is okay, I'm not allowed to use certain plays, I'm not allowed to use certain things, We definitely view the soccer in a certain way, very similar, we agree, we disagree, but Nick was my coach and was my college coach and my mentor, so I learned a lot from him, about the game. I do have some ideas and we like to share, but like I said, there is no competition, but there is always some things that we're not allowed to use and steal from each other.
Yeah, there's a playful banter, we go through, we try to stay with modern trends.
Yeah.
Like we played this funky, old school 4-4-2 diamond system that is with modern trends, and the kids love to play. That's been our success. But that doesn't just happen. That's from hours and hours of me and Alex back and forth examining the top teams in the world and what else can we do differently. Set plays like, we incorporate basketball, football, dummy run, basketball picks in our plays, and that's what's so special about the program. So yeah, absolutely, we go through every little thing, and everything is so just choreographed.
Awesome to hear. And as we continue this inaugural episode of Bobcat Buzz here exclusively on Wake Up Call with Dean and Tortora, we appreciate you watching on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT and on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. You can make sure to go to the Bryant Stratton page on WakeUpCallDT.com for all of these specials and everything that is to come. Shawn, you're in a unique situation. You're starting a program here, and the gentlemen around this table know what it takes to do something like this. I spoke with Danny about it. Clay on your other side obviously has done it as well. What are you most excited about and energized about the fact that baseball has not been here? You get to truly set the trend, set the bar, and give us the culture. right away, and you get to put a stamp on it, and nobody else will ever be able to do here at Bryant Stratton.
Yeah, I'll say it for the lack of better words, really, it's really cool. It is. These guys have been amazing in supporting me in anything I've needed, to everything from, getting a field to getting players to down to how to find my way and navigate around this place. They've been wonderful, and I can't express really enough how excited I am to get back on the field and just really get this thing rolling to where I know it can be. I'm looking at these trophies and stuff and saying, like, all right, this is where I want to be. This is where it all is going to start.
Clay, for you, you heard Danny talk about the fact of building program and
Right.
putting your stamp on it, and obviously Shawn's spoken about this here too. In recent history, the addition of these athletic programs to Bryant Stratton here in Syracuse. The women's basketball program, you and I met right after you had been named the coach,
Right,
and
yeah.
we had met downtown, and we got to talk with one another, and you were energized and excited about this opportunity. What have you taken from the few years that you've been here, and just what it means to you to bring women's basketball here to the Bobcats?
Since day one, I mean, Nick and Alex, they brought me in, and they really told me, like, this is a blank canvas and you can make it whatever you want. And so right away it was about opportunity. Like, this is the opportunity. You see the championship trophies, you see the success. So immediately, I wanted to build this program to a championship level. And I think we've kind of set the groundwork. We're getting there. We're not there yet, but it's all about growth. So opportunity and growth, and it's one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Our first year, we made it to the national tournament. Last year was a COVID year, so that was a little difficult with recruiting and things like that. And then this year, it's the best team we've had, and now it's about just one game at a time, one practice at a time, constantly getting better, raising our level on the court, off the court, holding each other accountable, and really, again, working on those team standards. Just a little bit better every single day, and eventually we're going to get there. We got a great group of guys in this room. All of us have awesome teams filled with great players, and it's just about, the big athletic family we have here, working together.
We do a thing on the show called Tell Me Something Good, and we're going to go between the sports here. So, Danny, I want you to tell me something good about Clay.
So I kind of poke fun of him a lot because he's always like super positive, like no matter what the situation is, and he's ever the optimist. So I would say that's a really good quality to have. And if I get down, he's there to kind of pick me up, and I'm the same way. Like, I'll tease him like he's my little brother, but yeah, we have a good relationship, and he's always like looking on the bright side of things.
Clay, tell me something good about Danny.
He gets fired up. Like, if you go to his games, he is in it. He gets his guys jacked up, and he's right there, side by side with his guys, looking to, just get that win and push them to be their best. He's got the energy.
Alex, tell me something good about Nick.
I knew that you're gonna ask me that, so we have a little internal challenge between basketball and soccer, the basketball coaches keep challenging us. They wanna see us dressed up for the games, on the soccer field, with some beautiful suits, like and ties and stuff like that, so challenge is not accepted yet, so we're working towards, it. So maybe that's gonna be something good next year, I'm gonna see Nick, suited and booted at the sideline, at the soccer game. But no, Nick is definitely his leadership skills, and here in this room, every single one of us can attest, the support, the mentorship, and the positive leadership we receive from Nick, on and off the field. You literally can call this guy at midnight with any type of question. It doesn't have to be anything serious or an emergency, and you will get an answer for sure, and he will guide you and support you, and he will always be there for any of us and any of his students, and that goes probably it's super long way, for all of us. It means a lot for every single coach.
Nick, tell me something good to follow that up. And there's a lot of words from Alex positively toward you, so.
It's gonna be tough.
He can't even say what he wants to say.
I remember when he played for me, I had to write him up, and for a goofy little thing, and I keep that letter underneath my calendar every time, just a reminder. Alex, what I love about him is he has the grit. And that's why all these guys are hired. And to be honest, these guys are all hired. We knew right from the beginning, they all have this grit about them, that no matter what, they're gonna get that goal. Alex brings something else special to him, is that he's not always serious. And that in this type of environment is so appreciated. You can come to him, and it's always a joking manner, he's there, and he's really genuine, and I really appreciate that, you know, as a former player, to learn the ropes. We've all gone through bumps in the road, but he listens, you know, and my God, he's built up the national championship in his soccer team, which is phenomenal.
But the letter, he's very serious about it, you know, when he has to get signed, you know. So it was a situation, you know, back in my playing time, obviously, like every single player, a little bit younger, you know, I thought I knew everything, you know, until that letter was in front of me, that he was ready to just let me go, you know, like before the season was started, you know, and that's a good joke, but that's definitely a good story to tell, you know, that, and he always says, I was ready to get rid of Alex, who was one of the best defenders in the country. I can get rid of anybody, you know, so, and that's true. That's funny, that's good to talk about, you know, but the letter is here, you know, one day maybe we'll bring it on the show, you know, to show it, you know, to talk
I want to read it now.
He's not allowed.
All right, Shawn, you know, you and I will do this because, you know, you've heard basketball, obviously, and soccer talk, so I will say something good about you. And what I've taken from you is you're passionate. You know, what I love about this is you're so excited, and hearing about baseball coming into the fray, just knowing that, again, you get to put a stamp on it, you get to start it, you're smiling, you're excited. The day I met you and put your hand out, I mean, you look like somebody who really just wants the best for not just yourself, but everybody. You want the community to grow, you want to grow, and that positive nature, that energy, and that desire is something that you always have to keep, because I tell people all the time, there's a difference between I love something and I think I love something. And you look like you really love it, and I think that that's amazing.
Yeah, it's the only thing I've ever done. It's the only thing I've ever known. It's the only thing I've ever loved. All baseballs, that's it for me. And around here, especially bringing more baseball here, I feel like people around the area kind of agree with me. Baseball's on the down right now in Syracuse. It really is. It's been on a consistent little downslope, and to bring in another program around the area is only going to just boost it back up. And I can't wait for that to just get going.
Two final pieces here in Bobcat Buzz. Danny, I'm going to start with you. What it means to be a Bobcat. Why Bryant Stratton is a place that you want to be at, and why you have stayed here and remained at this program to work it and to build it. What does it mean to be a Bobcat?
I mean, you get the opportunity to kind of mold it. It's a piece of clay, and you can make it whatever you want. We have, you know, a very small community of students here, and you get to know kind of everybody. It's, you know, we don't get lost on campus. I think, you know, from the athletic department to academics to admissions, you get to know everybody real close. We're all in the same roof. You don't have to go from building to building. It's a real tight-knit community. It's a really unique situation for all of us coaches to be able to work in that environment. So I think being part of the Bobcat, you know, athletic department is being part of, you know, a smaller part of your family. So I think that's huge for me and for, I guess, some of these other coaches here as well, is that you get to come to work every day and work with people that you enjoy working with.
Love it. Shawn, what does it mean to you to be a Bobcat?
So, what's it mean to me, Bobcat? It's pride. You walk in the front door and you see this room right away. There's a lot happening on this table, like you said. You got to clear off 1 million trophies. It's hard work, and everybody in this room really, really is dedicated and just prideful in everything that we do.
I love it. Clay?
It means to win. Again, going back to the trophies, winning on the court, like Nick mentioned, our students graduate, winning in the classroom, and then, you know, as coaches, we have the opportunity to help develop these kids to become better people. So, winning in the world as well.
Winning on and off here. What a Bobcat is supposed to mean, how would you define it?
Family, you know, at the end of the day. Maybe I can speak for everybody here, you know, college took a chance on all of us. You know, where we probably have never gotten those opportunities. You have to go through the ringer to get a head coaching job. And, you know, we all got it young. And that's amazing, you know. And like Danny and the coaches have alerted to the support. You know, where can you mold your own program? And we've done it, and we've, you know, had tremendous success. So I would say at the end of the day, the family, that's what it comes down to. That encompasses all of it, the winning, the support, the graduation, and all that.
Just gotta make the office bigger for you.
No.
Alex, what does it mean to be a Bobcat?
You know, I invite every single supporter, every single person in this community to just come visit us and all through our campus, and you'll feel it. You know, you'll feel the positive energy that comes from every single person who works here. You know, and for us, it's like more than a simple job. It's more than a paycheck. It's a lifestyle. We truly enjoy being here. And most important, we have a recipe of success on and off classroom. You know, small class size, attention to education, you know, focus, you know, and goal-oriented to achieve our goals on and off the field, and in the, you know, classroom, that goes a long way. And we know how to get it done. We know how to get it done from every single staff member over here. You know, we truly care about students. We truly care about people who come to the door, and we do everything it takes to be successful, you know, to make sure what's good for them is good for us. That's definitely that.
Bobcat Buzz, final piece here, rapid fire. It's when we get an opportunity to get away from sports for a second, ask each other about literally anything. There's no preparation in this. I have no idea what these gentlemen are gonna say, and they don't know what's coming their way. Danny knows about this, Clay knows about this. So Danny, I'm gonna let you start, and here's a little caveat, a little change to it. Not only do you get to ask whatever you want, but you get to pick the person at the table you get to ask it to.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'll ask, can I ask a couple people?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll ask the soccer coaches, what do you think has a better chance of happening? Me and Clay beating you guys 2-on-2 in soccer, or you two beating us 2-on-2 in basketball?
Oof. Oh, definitely.
I don't think so.
Listen, I know we had a story, and then when we have more time, we'll definitely tell you the story about me participating with the basketball coaches in a local basketball tournament, you know, because we didn't have enough people. You know, soccer coach had to play basketball. And I know Dan thinks and believes that there is no way for us to get better at basketball. But there is little light in the end of the tunnel.
Well, the only reason why I ask is Clay coaches women's basketball, but he was a college soccer player. So we have that.
Sport athlete over here.
We have that feather in our cap. I'll just pass him the ball and let him go to work. But
We have some talents that nobody knows about.
Alex is tall.
it's true.
All right, Alex, you can ask anybody.
Sure, I'll ask you then. You know, what did you think about us when first you found out about us, learned about us? You know, what was your first impression at the beginning, and now, I would say several years later when you got to know us a little bit, you know?
I think, you know, my first experience of Bryant Stratton came a really long time ago, and I just knew somebody who was coming to the school. And I didn't know a lot about the athletic side of it. I just kind of knew academically what they were looking to do and whatnot. And as time went by, and I got to speak with Danny about his opportunity and speak with Clay, there was this reality of success that was, you know, felt like it came very quickly. There was something to be said about the fact that there was an evolution, that the logo just got better and better, the look got better, the professionalism. I saw a school that was not afraid to put itself out there and to look like, you know, these programs have been here forever. And so I think the respect has always been there. And then when I got the phone call and you reached out to me about an opportunity to have a partnership, to sit in this room, it's always important to me to get to know the personalities of the people I'm working with. You know, I think you have to gauge me, but I also have to gauge you back. And every company that I work with, I do my best to truly work with the people that I know and I trust and are doing good things in the community. And I'm very purposeful in the people that I attach my name to. So I know that I've respected Danny, I've respected Clay, and Nick, you and I got stuck. Funny thing is, you actually played soccer with my buddy Pat Murphy, so we were talking about that. Alex, your passion and your support of the show that I didn't even know about, and Shawn, like I said, just the way that you came through immediately, and then Aaron, who's not here, there's something to be said about the people. And I think the best way for me to put it is, if you weren't at this college and you were somewhere else, if you all worked at a restaurant, if you all worked at an airline, I'd still want to work with you, because I want to work with people that care about people and see a vision and a mission and actually want honesty and integrity and morality to drive us. So it goes a lot more to me than just simply athletics.
It's interesting you mentioned the logo. You know, our very first logo was actually, maybe Coach Nick can develop a little bit more, but couple different logos. You know, one was just pulled from internet. You know, so and then over time we developed. You know,
Yeah.
and logo means a lot for us. Some of the logo was designed by literally Nick and I and some other people at the college. You know, so and it's definitely a long way coming for all of us. You know, and we excited about this journey.
I'm definitely excited about it, and I love that. I mean, all the pictures and everything we've gotten to do with the hat and with everything, it pops. It means a lot to me. I get very excited, since I was a kid, I get really excited about logos. I think there's so much to be said. Like, if I want to wear it, then it's so easy for me to promote it. But again, to go back to what I was saying, it's the people. I mean, you have respected me, given me an open forum, and trusted my mission from the day you met me, and I think that says a lot about the fact that kind of what we want is the same thing. And I don't know, there's just a care and concern that I feel very comfortable. And the day I got to announce, there was a certain feeling I got that I didn't get from anything else. So it was a lot. So, Clay, you can ask anybody. Who do you want to?
All right, so we kind of had this conversation a couple weeks ago.
I don't know who he's looking at.
Guess I'm looking at all of you. I guess, Dan, off your initial kind of assessment of the coaches,
Yeah.
can you give us an order of the coaches you think are the calmest on the sideline to the most irate?
Okay.
Just be careful, because it might go.
I haven't seen these two play.
Yeah.
Don't
in the
underestimate
game yet,
Alex.
but I've
Yeah.
seen these two. But
I'm gonna say Danny would be the most irate.
Because he laughed, that's why.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Danny had to go to practice, but
This guy's in second, close competition.
He's talking about Shawn.
so I'd say Danny. I would say least, like the least showing of that. I'd probably say, based on personality right now, and I'd probably say Shawn would be the least. I would say Clay would be second least, that I would say.
Okay.
I'd put Nick somewhere in the middle, because I feel like you're like a silent thunder. I feel like you may not say it, but like,
like he's just
but
the one.
I get a feeling that like your eyes could show someone that they should probably just start running right after the game. And then I would say Alex would be the second most irate. So I say most irate, so I would say Danny, most irate, then Alex, then Nick, then Clay, then Shawn.
Okay.
Can you believe that the most important game that I coached in my coaching career, which was the final of the national championship, I did not get up off the chair. I sat the whole game on the chair, actually the cooler, because the benches are too far from the field. I have to sit closer, so I bring the cooler with ice next to the sideline, and I sit on the cooler.
You sat the whole game?
Almost the whole game I sat on that.
I have supporting documentation, Your Honor, that out of all of our coaches, we've only had one red card in our history.
One red card, several yellow cards, but that was a long way back, but it's really passion, it's all about passion and stuff like that. But you were very close in your
I would agree. I'm still 0 techs over here. I think Danny's got a couple under his belt, so.
Yeah.
You got
I had a coach I really didn't like in high school. He was not nice to us. I shouldn't say I really didn't like him. He wasn't a leader, and he really didn't make us feel like a family. And I was yelling from the bench, and I was always like sportsmanship. I never got in trouble. I was yelling from the bench, and the official looked at me, and like a couple times it was like one more time, like don't do it. And my buddy said to me, he's like, if you get a technical on the bench, it goes to the coach. And I was like, well, in that case. But, so that's the only time I think I got close to one. All right, Shawn, who do you want to ask?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. So I don't know too much about their like personal lives. So I can. What's your favorite food, Coach?
Oh, that's a tough one,
Yeah.
because moving from overseas about 12 years ago and kind of get to know a little bit more American cuisine, right, and American food was definitely challenging for me. In the first 2 or 3 months, I literally worked and lived at McDonald's, so I gained about 30-something pounds in the first 3 months being here in the States. After that, I just kind of realized that I probably should go play some soccer and get back to normal, some kind of shape and stuff. But really, I'm again having different background and different backgrounds. I'm very open to try different kind of foods. I never can say no to a delicious steak. But one thing I'll say, no matter what I eat, I'm always ready to go for seconds. And that's for sure. So.
All right, well, Alex, you get to end it. Who do you want to talk to?
I'll probably ask Clay. So I will ask Clay something that we should ask Clay. Do you truly believe that you're going to win the national title this year?
I believe there's a very good chance if we come together as a team. We're making the right strides to get there. Last night, like I said, last night was a tough loss, crazy game. But at the end of the day, the girls were obviously upset. The team was upset, but we knew that's what we needed. We needed to be challenged. That was the first time in some time where we were actually challenged. Those are the games we need. And again, earlier in the season, we lost at the buzzer. We lost at the buzzer to Herkimer, to a team that we were much better than, in our opinion, as a team. And yesterday, we had those critical possessions late, and we just executed much better than that Herkimer game. So we grew from that close game to the next one. So if we continue to grow, I think we have a great chance. I mean, we have a big month in February. We have like 11 games coming up. So we got to bounce back and make sure we get some wins to get into that national championship tournament. Right now we're ranked 5th, so as long as we win some games, we should be getting in, and then it's a new season. But I think we have the leadership within the team. I think we have the talent. We're a little undersized, but our freshman center had 20 rebounds last night versus SUNY Canton, who was pretty big. So we'll be all right. Yes, I believe we do have a chance.
And the reason why I asked this question is way deeper than just asking, because last time in 2020, Clay was talking about national championship and winning and stuff like that, and it didn't happen. And then he said he never said so. So this year we actually have it on record.
Whoa.
We have it.
In my defense,
we have it on film. So he can't deny that never happened.
In my defense, since we started though, there hasn't been a national champion because the national tournament was canceled in 2020. We made it.
Okay.
So I still believe we would have won it that year. But there just hasn't been a national champion.
So
yet.
Now we have it on film this year.
Yeah. So that being said, for Danny, for Clay, as well as for Shawn, Alex, Nick, and myself, this is your first ever Bobcat Buzz, and this is our way to welcome you into our coverage of Bryant Stratton College here in Syracuse with the Bobcats. Thank you so much for tuning in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. We appreciate everyone that's watched and listened. Make sure you go to the Bryant Stratton page on wakeupcalldt.com and subscribe on youtube.com/wakeupcalldt. For now, for the Bobcats and Bobcat Buzz, we appreciate you being here, and we hope you have a great day.